everyone. This is Kim Jacobs, and I hope that you guys are having a fantastic Sunday. Listen, I am so excited to be on here today, and I'm going live on purpose because I want to make sure that I get to all of you listeners that are out there listening as you are going on with your busy day and even preparing for the next work week. As your host, Kim Jacobs, I am excited to come before you today just to talk to you about how important it is to know that everything is not about business. Oftentimes we prepare ourselves for our work week. We're busy. We're thinking about how we can catapult ourselves to the next level in business, how we're going to accomplish greatness, and all of the things that we've been trained on being able to pursue our dreams and our goals and the things that we can do to make sure that things are in order as we pursue our goals and dreams. And all of those things are important. They are things that we should be doing. But there are some times where we just have to put business aside and say, you know what? Today, I have a friend that just simply has a need, and that friend needs me. So I'm encouraging you to find out what your friends stand in the need of. There may be friends that you know are going through circumstances or situations, and they're dealing with these things as you know they are, but you don't know how you can help. Sometimes just being a true friend, not talking about business and not talking about things that you're dealing with in life, but just showing up for that friend, it does make a tremendous difference for that individual. I'll give you an example. Today, it's Sunday, I've been to early morning service, and then I went to main church service, and then from there, I went and tried to freshen up a little bit and said, you know what? I found out that two of my friends had their mother passed away. And when I found out that, I was like determined in my spirit to make it happen to be there for them. But I didn't tell them. I never told them that I was going to be there because I wasn't actually 100% sure if I could be there or not. But I had purposed in my mind that I was going to make it happen if there was any way humanly possible for me to make it happen, to be present and to show up for my friends. So what I did was I went and decided that the location was actually out of town for me, but I drove to their mother's homegoing celebration and walked in and totally surprised my two friends. Now, I can only tell you that what that meant for them is probably life-changing. Because, yes, we can always be friendly. We can be acquaintances with people. But it's nothing like showing up when you say that you're somebody's friend. And so if we go from a point perspective, point number one, surprise a friend. Today, I encourage you to surprise one of your friends. And it may not be that you're driving long distance to surprise them. You may just be picking the phone up and giving them a random call or finding out what's something that they're dealing with, that you can just be a friend during that time of need for them. So I encourage you to surprise a friend today. What I did was I just simply went to a homegoing celebration because I wanted to be there and let them know that the pain that they were experiencing and will continue to experience for quite some time to come, it matters to me as one of their friends. And what they go through, I want to embrace it and I want to celebrate with them and experience what they're experiencing and let them know that I love them and that I care for them. So I encourage you to show up for a friend today, surprise them. And even if it's not just today, whenever you see an opportunity to be able to surprise a friend, go to the extreme to do so. By showing up and surprising my friends today, I know that they weren't expecting it, but it's something that they'll never forget. And so I know that as we go through our busy lives and we all have so much already on our individual plates, and it's kind of hard to carve out time for other people when you already have so many things going on within your own life, the levels of responsibilities and the layers of responsibilities that come with who you already are. Me being a wife 26 years and being a mother of 5 children, and them being involved in all kinds of activities and things that they have going on extracurricularly. It's so much going on that it's hard to carve out additional time to surprise anybody. The surprise is usually on me because I can't usually do everything that I desire to do. But when you are a friend, you can carve out some time periodically to be able to show up for that friend. So point number 1, surprise your friend. Point number 2, just be a listening ear. Whatever your friends are going through, and if you're considering them a friend, you know that that's not someone that's just an acquaintance, someone that you call and talk to periodically and just, shoot the breeze with. But this is someone that you hold near and dear to your heart, and it matters what they're experiencing, and it matters what they're going through. And so if you know that you consider someone a friend and they're calling you with something that's a serious issue that they're dealing with, or it may not even be that serious, it may just be that they need you to listen to them just for a few moments. Be a listening ear. Be what they need you to be during that time. Don't try to answer every issue and try to offer a solution for everything. They might just need you to listen to them while they vent. And that's okay. That's what friends are for. To be able to say, here, I'm a shoulder that you can lean on. I'm here when you need me most. And if you need a solution, I'll try my very best to provide one. But if for some reason you need me to just be silent and you need me to be a listening ear for you, I'm here to do that. So I encourage you, point number 2, to just listen. I hope that if you're listening to this broadcast right now, when you get a moment, you can always go back and re-download it, and you can take out a notebook and write down some of the points that I'm sharing with you today. So far, I've said point number 1, surprise your friend. Point number 2, just listen. Just be a listening ear and be what they need you to be in their time of need. Not everyone needs you only when they're experiencing death of a loved one, but they may need you because they're dealing with something at their job. They may need you because they're dealing with something within their relationship. They may need you just because they're dealing with a difficult child. Whatever the case may be there for your friend and say, you know what, I can't talk at this time, but you have my undivided attention at this time. You may not be able to be there every moment that they need you, but please make sure that you carve out some time within a 24-hour period to be there for your friend. Point number 3, if you see a need, feel it. Fill it. If you see a need, fill it. What I mean by that is, I heard my friend, one of them today, at her mother's homegoing service. She stood before the audience and very broken and contrite in her. She was very broken in her spirit, obviously, because her mom is now passed on. But during the time that she gave her address and her comments and remarks about her mother, she shared something that her mother always does for her on her birthday every year, and how badly she's going to miss that this year. Well, guess what? I heard it. I heard what she said, and I'm going to go to the extreme to fill that need for her this year. I say that to say, people will oftentimes hear things when you hear your friends say this and they say that, and they make a quick comment, and it just kind of goes in one ear and goes out the other. But in this case, if I heard it and I'm her friend, then maybe, just maybe, God wants me to be the one to fill that need. So I encourage you today that if you have a friend and you're talking to them and you hear that they're going through something and they may just make a general comment about it, what I encourage you to do is go to the extreme to try to fill that need. If it's within your realm of possibility, if it's within your realm of opportunity to be able to make that thing happen for them, then go to the extreme to fill the need. So I hope that today that I have encouraged you to be able to do something for a friend that you may or may never have thought of until you've heard this broadcast today. This is the Kim Jacobs Show. And if you want to go and see videos and actually see me interviewing other guests live about their backstories and the things that they have going on that have made them who they ultimately are today, then I encourage you to go to YouTube and you'll be able to see actual videos of me interviewing guests on the Kim Jacobs Show. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, Kim Jacobs Show, The Kim Jacobs Show on YouTube, and also turn on your notifications so that as I put out new content, you'll be able to be one of the first to receive that information. Okay, let's go back and recap. Do you have your ink pen? Do you have your notepad? The notepad doesn't have to be fancy. It can just be a plain old notebook with blank sheets of paper that you can just write down and keep a journal of what we're talking about. Point number one, if you are going to work with a friend and show up for them, I want you to sometimes just surprise them. Find out where the event is and see how you can just show up by surprising them. Surprise a friend at some point over the next few days. Do whatever you can to surprise a friend. Number two, just listen. Be the friend that they need you to be. Be there however they're requesting you to be there. Not how you want to be there, but how they need you to be there. Number three, if you see a need or you hear a need in your general conversation with a friend that's going through, make sure you fill the need. I hope that this communication has helped someone today. I'm Kim Jacobs, and I'm your host of the Kim Jacobs Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. And listen, if this is information you'd like to hear, please make sure that you share it with all of your friends. Tell them to go ahead and download it on any device that works for them and to start tuning in whenever I come on live. I'll make sure that I get a schedule put together for you so that you'll know exactly when to tune in. But for right now, I'm testing the waters. I'm trying to see, is this even what you like? Is this what you want to hear? Do you want to hear tips, things that you think would help you be able to be the best you that you can be? If you're pursuing your goals and your dreams and you know that you need a coach, you're like, I need someone to coach me on my journey, then you can reach out to me at kimjacobsconsulting.com. Fill out my brief application and I'll be able to get a 30-minute diagnostic consulting call with you. It's a free consulting call only after you complete the application on kimjacobsconsulting.com. Okay, but today we're not going to handle a lot of business because what did we say? We're not talking about just business. We're talking about being a friend, showing up for a friend. I hope that I've encouraged you to show up for somebody outside of just you and yours today. And remember that Job, he was blessed tremendously when he prayed for a friend. Pray for your friends. Encourage your friends. Show up for your friends. Let them know that what they're going through, it matters to you. It matters to you. God bless you all, and I hope that you're having a fantastic Sunday. Make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to everything that I'm offering. Download it on a device. Share it with other friends that can benefit from it. I'm Kim Jacobs from the Kim Jacobs Show. Thank you for tuning in as we've provided this live broadcast to you today. God bless you, and you be encouraged. Have a fantastic week.